And our first run for the morning will be Telelocation Gemini for the Nintendo 64, brought to us by thegoodjakeward.
Alrighty, what is up everybody? Hopefully you're all enjoying MAGFest. My name is thegoodjakeward. I am a speedrunner, and I'm happy to be able to show off my speedrun of the game Telelocation Gemini. I'm joined by one of the devs of the game, JTN191.
Hi.
And yeah, we're happy to be able to present this game to you. Just a quick intro to it, I guess. Like many of you, I thought the days of us receiving new N64 games were long behind us, but this is actually a new 3D puzzle platformer for the N64. I'm playing on actual hardware, have my trusty N64 controller, and we got this beautiful looking cartridge here. But yeah, super excited to show it off. This is a fantastic game. Definitely recommend going by the booth later.
Yeah, thanks. We'll be at MIVS the rest of the day, showcasing Telelocation if anybody wants to try it.
Yeah, so with that, I'm going to be showing off the 100% category. There are 20 levels in the game. Each one has 3 optional collectibles, but we are going to be grabbing them all. This game has a single player and co-op mode. We are going to be doing single player today, though. With that, the run will start when I hit A on single player, which I will be doing in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. So right at the start here, we're going to spam start to skip the opening cutscene. The basic story is you run out of fuel and crash land on a foreign planet, and you need to collect these gems to refuel your ship and get home. Now, these gems are what we're trying to collect. There's 3 in each level, and this is our first character that we're introduced to. His name is Commander Smaldrin, and his basic ability is he can move pretty quickly and can jump, which is pretty useful for the platforming that is going to ensue here. The goal of each level is to get to these warp pads at the end of the level, which I just got to there. Yeah, I should mention JTN did all the audio for this game, so all the sounds that you are listening to right now were all his work. There's some absolute bangers. But
Thank you.
Yep.
And all the programming was handled by James Lambert, and the art was done by Cobra in Scotland.
Yep, so great work. That's Team Ultra Rare. They do great work for the N64. So, all right, in this level, we're going to be introduced to our second character. He's a giant mining robot, and he's got a blaster that allows him to break rocks, and it also allows you to do something like this, where if you spam your blaster fast enough, you can pop the astronaut up on top. This is not an intended behavior and breaks a lot of the puzzles because you're supposed to use stairs and doors and other things to get on top, but we can just do something like this. This is called buddy boosting, by the way, and as you can see, we can just go right up and grab that gem, which is not the way you were intended to grab it. But we'll go and grab this gem over here. These stairs are probably what you were intended to use to get
Right,
up to
yeah,
the top.
that's part of the puzzle.
Alright, we got all 3 gems. When you're speedrunning this game, let's get on that switch there. You want to try to move both players at the same time when possible. So right here, I'm going to push the astronaut onto his platform with the robot so we can get them both taken care of at the same time, which obviously saves time. Alright, we'll start with the buddy boost right there. And go grab this gem over here. Alright, here I'm going to be setting up something called a moon jump. That's what we call it, at least. If you hold down A while you're switching characters, the astronaut is put into this floaty state where you only have to hit him with 1 blaster shot and he gets a massive amount of height. So I'm in this corner right now. I can hit him with 1 blaster shot and we can pop him over the barrier. Again, totally not how you're supposed to do this puzzle, but makes it a lot faster. Alrighty, this one has one of my favorite strats. There's this overpass here that will knock off the astronaut if you try to ride on top, but you can juggle the astronaut kind of like this and get him across that radioactive goo there. That radioactive goo will kill you. I'm glad I hit that first try.
Very cool.
But that's a pretty cool strat in my opinion. And yeah, obviously the robot is not hurt by the goo, so that's another one of his advantages. Alright, here we're going to do a little parkour. Oh, I need to hit that switch first though. Hopefully I can hit this jump here. It's a bit tricky. Ah, I missed it. Okay, you can make a jump up there. Luckily there's a quick backup here. You just go onto this switch, and I can grab this gem while That's raising up. And we can get to the end. Again, love this song.
Thank you. I thought it was one of my strongest too.
Yeah.
I was really happy when I found that one.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice one. All right, this one's called Switch Tag Team. You're supposed to kind of trade off which character is on these switches to get them through. We're going to go a little bit of a different route here than intended, though. We are going to jump and have the robot catch our astronaut mid-air. Let me bring him a little bit closer. With the blaster. Okay, didn't quite work. That's okay. We will back it up this way. Maybe. Okay, we did get him up on top. That took a lot longer than it should have, but alrighty. So there's a gem inside this rock here, and then we're gonna do a little circle jump here to get that last one. And then we let the robot through. You're supposed to go around to the side with the astronaut, but you can actually make it up on top of that door before it closes. It's a nice little skip there.
Another cool trick.
Yep. All right, another buddy boost to get this gem. And we're gonna clear a path for our astronaut here. There's a tunnel right there that we'll be using. I need to let the astronaut off though. Break that rock just because I feel like it. Not a fan of that rock, I guess. And we'll go through the tunnel with the path that the robot has just cleared. This one we do mostly as intended, it seems like. Mm-hmm. Probably more so than some of the other ones. Besides the buddy boost at the beginning, we grab that one. Alrighty, moving platforms. Here we're introduced to moving platforms, as the name would suggest. So as we step on these switches, it's going to change the direction that these platforms go along its rail there. And we need to do this to go over and grab this gem here. And then we'll set up a moon jump right here, so I can just do one blaster shot, get him up there, and clear a path. And there's one more gem we got to get around back here. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Alrighty. Cruising along here. This one is called Spiral. This is one of the longer levels in the game, so it's a pain to speedrun just because it's kind of long, but it is a cool puzzle if you're playing it casually for the first time. Kind of has this cool mechanic here where when you get off of that button, the platform's going to switch directions and go where you want it to go. Here I'm going to try to set up a sort of trick here. I'm going to try to moon jump. Just barely missed it, but you can actually get the astronaut up on top and keep the robot on the platform so it keeps going around, but that's okay. We just missed a cycle there. Need to go hit this blue switch. The switches are different sizes, so there's some that only the robot can hit. That's why we have to go all the way over there with the robot. Otherwise, we could have just left the robot in the center there and got it with the astronaut. So we have one last long ride here to finish up this level. And then I think we're about halfway done. I think that's the 10th level.
Okay.
So cruising along here. All right, this level is very unfortunate from a speedrunning standpoint because we have a skip that we can use to get to the end of the level instantly, but we have to go all the way around to grab one of the gems in the 100% category. In the any percent category, we pretty much just skip the whole puzzle, but we got to go all the way around here with this slow robot to grab this gem. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to restart the level. It saves your gem count, and then we're just going to do the skip to get to the end here. So hopefully it goes well. It's a wall clip, so we're going to push the astronaut in inside the wall there to get through to the end of the puzzle. Basically, if you just hold the robot at a certain angle. Oh, I did forget a gem there, though, so we got to go back and get that. So you get to see that trick one more time. Yay. Alright, so that gem right up top there. Basically, you can get the robot on there and then grab the gem. And then we can just skip to the next level since we already beat it. So there's a mechanic that allows you to cycle through the levels you've already beat. I've actually been using that this entire time. So there's a level end transition that takes about 3 seconds. There's sort of this small cutscene that plays. And I've been skipping that every single time with the mechanic that allows you to cycle through the levels. So it saves about a minute over the course of the run. That was weird. That was not what I meant to do. So I got clipped into the wall there. I'm just trying to get him up to the top floor like that. Yep. This is, again, definitely not the way this puzzle was supposed to be done. You're not even supposed to get up to that 3rd level, but because we have buddy boosts, we can. And we're going to start this cycle, let the robot through, and then try to make it back in time to hit this yellow platform, and we did with ease. And we got one more gem to grab, and we'll go to the end. Alrighty, that is the end of that one. On to Canyon. So this one has another sort of unintended way to get up to the 3rd floor. Here we're going to jump onto the robot as it's rising up on that door there, so we can go grab that gem right at the start. Come over and grab this gem, get back on the yellow platform, and we'll hit this switch to ferry the astronaut across, grab that gem. A lot of moving parts to some of these levels. Alrighty. Okay, block track. This one is very confusing when you're playing it casually. I don't know, did you have a hard time figuring it out when you first played it?
That's a good question. Any of the moving platform levels are a little bit trickier to figure out.
And this one's especially tricky. That you have 2 different platforms to work with, and based on where each one is, it like blocks the path and sends it in a different direction. I actually didn't go far enough with the robot there, so he fell off. So I had to restart that level real quick. But I'm gonna get this gem here, and then this is not the way you're supposed to do the level, but there's a kind of tricky jump we're gonna make here to get over there. So hopefully I can get it first try. Hit the wall a bit there. And we'll try second try. That looks good. Cool.
Nice.
Yep, so that's the way to cheese it, I guess. All right, here we're gonna do a buddy boost right here at the start, get over to this gem, and then make a jump right here. Oh, it's not the best angle there. There we go. Again, that's not the way you're supposed to do it, but. All right, then here we're gonna use another wall clip. There's a tunnel right there with a gem inside it, and we're gonna clip the astronaut inside and grab that gem. You can see it get grabbed there, and then we'll let him out. And that just saves a bit of time. Okay, here, this is moving platforms. It's all about the cycle that you hit here, and I'm gonna go for the fastest cycle. We'll see how it goes. I hit it once in practice, but I also failed it like 10 times, so we'll see if I get lucky. This is actually looking good.
Yes,
I hit it.
nice.
Wow. Okay,
Well
so that is actually the first time that's been hit in a run. That is actually amazing.
Cool.
As you can see, it's super tight, but super happy to have hit that. Because you saw during practice, I was missing it a lot, so that was kind of clutch there. Alrighty. Switch Maze has a pretty interesting wall clip here. You have to go at a specific angle and from a specific side, and you can see he's kind of spazzing out there. Okay, we just got it. So that allows you to skip this entire maze because you sort of just go straight through. You can let the robot through, set up a moon jump. Going to open up this door, and then we got one gem to go get over here. Luckily, the astronaut's pretty fast. And I probably should have jumped on top there, but that's okay. Alrighty. We've got 2 levels left. Coming to the home stretch here. This next one up is Robot Razor. I'm actually not even sure why it's called Robot Razor, but that might be because I don't do it the way you're supposed to do it.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to find out from James where that comes from.
I guess I do end up raising the robot here.
Oh yeah, that's probably
So maybe that's why it's called that. I don't know.
I bet he's probably throwing back to the rare alliteration kind of thing. They
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that a lot.
All right, fair enough. All right, so we're gonna hit that green there. It's gonna start a platform cycle. We're gonna try to make it back as fast as we can. All right, here we're going to switch to the astronaut and use the platform to get over there. And then we're going to try to get up on top of the robot before the platform comes back. There we go. And then right here we're going to set up a death warp. So we're going to get on this island to set our respawn point to there. Go grab this gem, jump back on top of the robot, and then death warp back to the end platform. So
That's very well thought out.
yeah, kind of a cool way to save some time there. All right, we're on to the last level. This is it. And in this level, you only need to get the astronaut to the end. Don't need to worry about getting the robot to the end because he just needs to make it to his ship to get home. So, and again, we're going to cheese most of this puzzle by making a jump here that I don't think was intended. Definitely probably not intended. Let's see if I can get it here. There we go.
Nice.
So second try. And there's one gem we can get here. Luckily, the robot's right on the platform he needs to be. And that is the end of the game. So,
Thank you.
Yep. So if we grab them all, it's going to say we get this special ending where it says range home with cargo. We have enough fuel to take our new robot friend home with us. So that is the special ending you get for completing the game 100%.
Yeah.
And there we see it.
Awesome. Yeah, and I wanted to include that as a special token of appreciation. I had a model from the game 3D printed, and Jake receives that to for all the special attention that he's given to the N64 homebrew scene in our game.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this is cool. So these are those collectibles that I've been picking up this entire time. So.
The gems. Yeah.
That's cool. That is going in my room. Alrighty, so I think we might have a bit of time for me to show off the any percent category. It's less than 1 minute long, and yeah, with that we got a 15:04. It's pretty solid time for 100%. Okay, so when you're doing the any percent category for this game, you actually start from a reset here. Hopefully your reset button works. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we'll get to see that ultra rare logo again. But what's going to happen is I'm going to type in the Konami code right here on this screen. And we hear that special sound. That unlocks every level in the game and gives you all the gems instantly. So all we can do, we just have to hit continue and we can play the last level. And I guess I don't need to go through the last level again. But that is one way of beating the game very quickly. Now you might be saying, how can it get faster than that? We just skipped to the last level and played it. Well, there actually is a way, and I'm going to show that off here. So the game has a bug in it where obviously there's flags that are set when you hit the end platforms to say that the level has been completed. Let's type in that Konami code again. Oh, whoops. Need to remember what it is. Okay. But if you go to a level, and in this case we're going to go to the 6th level, if I can find it here. Here it is. And we are going to just get the astronaut to the end platform and then save and quit. And what this does is that flag that the astronaut is on the end platform is not cleared properly. So now when we hit continue and finish the game, it's going to instantly end the level because the astronaut was on its platform. This level, you only have to get the astronaut to the end. And so you just finished the game.
Very cool, yeah.
Yep,
Awesome.
So that is the 30-second any percent run of the game. Thank you. So, anyways, thank you so much to MagFAST for having me. Thank you so much to UltraRare and JTN for making the game.
Yeah, and
blast.
I think this new N64 game welcomes speedrunners. If anybody's looking for a new platforming game to try and compete against Jake, they're definitely welcome to, and they can come check out the game at the MIVS booth throughout the rest of MagFest.
Absolutely. Check out the game. We do have a Discord server for speedrunning the game. Fun fact, the Ultra Rare logo doesn't appear when you beat the game in that way. It's kind of a weird bug.
Interesting.
But, yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for having us, and yeah, enjoy the rest of MagFest.
Thank you.